Hi, mystery writers. Welcome to Write a Killer Mystery. Today I want to talk about writing chapters and the adventure that happens. Each chapter is a new beginning. It's like a mini story, and both planners and pantsers start each chapter with an idea of what's going to happen, and as you write, the creative process leads you into the setting and you get in the flow and you see the characters and hear them speak, and that's where the adventure begins. As a novel writer, you build your story scene by scene, and whether you're a discovery writer or have a detailed outline, each scene drives the story forward. But during the writing process, characters take on a life of their own. They do something you haven't planned, or they say something to another character that leads the story in an unexpected direction. So somehow, as writers, we need to create a balance between diversion and direction, because new writers especially can be thrown off kilter when characters take on a life of their own, or supporting characters' action can be so intriguing they go off on a tangent to explore that character's charm or wit or threatening presence, whatever it is that gets the writer intrigued. And it's just at this point when neuroscience provides answers about what to do with an engaging character action, because it's a surprise to you. You hadn't planned on this in your head, and then as you're writing, things start happening. So your brain created the unexpected action, and now you're in charge of how you respond to that information. Your decision to keep exploring the character action depends on your mental awareness and the objective you have for your story. And this awareness helps differentiate between character, direction, and distraction. As writer David Amerland explains in his article on Goodreads, more importantly, it helps identify when distraction leads to direction through the serendipitous connection of fields of overlapping interest. Okay, there we are. We've got overlapping interest. We've got a character doing something we haven't planned. And so now it's time to take a little step back and think of what your brain concocts as you're writing. In order for your character actions to work in your mystery, you need to find that balance between diversion, expanding its supporting character, for example, or staying true to your story vision. So you can consider your character's unplanned action, and for the sake of checking your characters, consider either dialogue or action as action. I've talked about this before. Dialogue is action. So when I say action, I mean anything that character does. So then ask yourself questions to help you determine how to continue with this unexpected action. Does the character's action fit in the scene? Does the character action move the story forward? Those are two, like, quintessential. You need those, or you just toss it out, right? Does the character action change the direction of the story? Does the direction fit the story? And does the direction alter the course of the story? So there's a lot of things to think about when you encounter a surprise character action. So when you answer each of these questions honestly, keeping your story vision in your mind, you can make clear decisions about what to do with the unplanned action that happened during your writing flow. And you need to trust that flow. So as you gain experience with writing, you will automatically respond to unplanned character actions with these questions. You might want to write them down, but essentially you're going to keep these questions in your head as you're writing. So when characters make those unexpected actions, you'll know what to do with them, to continue them further or to take them away. And you'll stop thinking of these character actions as part of the writing process, and most importantly, you will acknowledge the questions as part of your writing process. So you want to get those questions clear in your mind. So let me go over them one more time. Does the character action fit in the scene? Does the character action move the story forward? Does the character action change the direction of the story? Does the direction fit the story? And does the direction alter the course of the story? Let me give you an example of does the direction fit the story, because you're writing a mystery and you're creating a puzzle, right? And let's say your character, a supporting character, does something that's a lot of fun. And in the moment, that's great in the scene, but you need to evaluate whether that is something that fits your overall story. I don't know, sometimes I think of characters like children. You want to guide them and direct them, and you love their enthusiasm, but sometimes it's over the top, and characters can do the same thing. So keep writing. Notice when your characters do something unexpected as you're writing, and trust your story vision. Each scene, each chapter you write is a puzzle piece that leads your reader into your mystery. And trust your story vision, and you'll trust the writing process. And as you work the writing process, you'll come to discover the adventure your characters give you as you write each chapter. Okay, that's what I wanted to talk about today. And if this is your first time with Write a Killer Mystery, be sure to click the subscribe button and tick that little notification bell so you'll know when this happens next. And thank you for being here. In the meantime, write a killer mystery.